Hello, here I am back again just to quickly show you how to stitch two granny squares together. That's the dog howling because my son's just come in. Right. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can slip stitch them together or you can sew them together. I'm going to show you how to sew them together in this tutorial. So the first thing is you want to make sure you've got enough yarn of the right colour. Cut off your ball because you don't want to run out. So if you've just got enough to do a double, you'll be fine. And then, as you can see, if these had been blocked, it would have been a little bit easier. But as you can see, your stitches, you'll have the same number of stitches on each side of each piece because you've done your chain 2 here, so one of those counts as this side, so you've got one there, then you've got 3 double crochets, and you've got 1, then you've got 3 double crochets, 1, 3 double crochets, 1, 3 double crochets, and then one of the corner stitches again belongs to this side. So what you've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you've got 17 stitches on this side. So what you want to do is just line those 17 stitches up with each other. So if you line your first ones up, so your 2 in that corner, yeah, and put your hook through, put your needle through, sorry, and then what I do is I just tie off my yarn. And there's lots of ways to do this, so go out there and check them out because there are lots of ways to do this. And then what I do is I just line mine up together, and then what I simply do is I just go through the top of each stitch, and this is called a whip stitch. I'd take my straggler as well and I'd lie that across the two and stitch it in, so that's gone and secure. It won't lie down. And then what I do is I just go across every stitch, and you can take in both parts of the stitch or you can just take in one of the loops of the stitch if you like. I'm just taking in the top loop. That's presenting itself to me there, and I'm just going through the 2. See, I'm just going through the 2 top loops that are naturally presenting themselves to me. Look at that, it's easy peasy. And this is what I love about crochet, the stitches kind of offer themselves up to help you. And so we just go through those, and that's 17 stitches across. Okay. And the other thing about crochet is quite forgiving because it's very lacy and wholey in nature, by nature. It kind of, or by design rather, it's not a natural product, is it, crochet? It kind of is very forgiving if you do miss one, or you put your hook slightly in your needle in the slightly wrong place or something like that. It can be very, very forgiving. So don't worry. I mean, I don't even think I've done this perfect because the lighting's really poor and my arms are so extended I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah. Into that last one on the corner. Now I'm going to do it twice into that last stitch on the corner, and I'm going to pass my needle through the loop just to finish it off. And I'd do that even if I was carrying on onto the next corner, because then obviously if I had another piece, so there we go, there's a little straggler that's come back through, that's joined. Now if I wanted to join another piece, I'd do exactly the same thing. So I'd get the back of my work, and I would go into that chain on this side of the corner that belongs to this side, and then I would just do exactly the same thing again. I would pull that in, and what I do is on every sort of new piece, you saw I went through a loop there, and I'm going to go through a loop here just to make a little knot, tie it together, and then I'm going to just go through those top loops again, and then you know which is the back or the front of your work, because your straggler from the beginning is always on the back of your work on a granny square. So because it can be hard to tell which is the back and which is the front on crochet, but I will show you another way. The back often looks quite flat. You get more of relief from the stitches on the front. So yeah, I'm just going to speed through this because we're just stitching stitch for stitch, and we're just going through those top stitches that are presenting themselves there. Don't pull it hard, because if you pull it hard, remember you're just working with one piece of yarn, so if you pull it hard it's going to pucker it up, and that's the last thing you want. I will show you how to block your crochet. Some people block everything they make. To be honest with you, I don't block everything I make at all. I only block certain things, and then I'm going to put it through because that's my last stitch, and make a little knot to finish off with.